See, dear student, we have discussed yesterday about the electric field lines and electric flux. Also, we know the field due to point charge in the space. Now we are going to discuss system of two charge. But see, it is known as electric dipole. But we are defining electric dipole. Electric dipole is the system of two equal and opposite charges at a finite distance. Then that is known as electric dipole. Again, system of two equal and opposite charges kept at a finite distance, then that is known as electric dipole. Suppose we have taken two charges plus q and minus q. Then distance between them is 2a. Then this can be taken as a dipole. Two charges equal, opposite. Finite distance 2a. Then known as electric dipole. Here for dipole, we can define dipole moment denoted by P. Dipole moment P is the product of any one charge, means magnitude, any one charge Q multiplied by separation between them, means 2a. This is known as electric dipole moment. It is a vector quantity directed towards from negative charge to positive charge. P is from minus q to plus q. Unit of dipole moment is q, means coulomb. 2a distance means meter, coulomb meter. Then dimension of P is, unit of P is coulomb meter, dimension, coulomb means A1 T1 and length means L1. So we can write M0 L1 T1 A1. Now P is a vector quantity directed from minus q to plus q. Unit coulomb meter, dimension. Now due to dipole, we have to discuss two cases for electric field of the dipole. Here first is to determine the field on the axis of dipole. Field on axis of the dipole. Here on axis, suppose we have taken dipole such that axis coincide along z. Now what is axis? Then line passing through both the charges. Line passing through both the charges is called axis of the dipole. We have to determine the value of field at any point P on the axis. See, as shown in the figure, we have taken charge plus q and minus q separated by 2a. Then dipole moment is P q into 2a. From negative to positive, then this is the direction of P. From minus q to plus q dipole moment. Now this is the magnitude directed minus q to plus q, and midpoint of the dipole is O. We have to determine the field at point P lying on the axis at a distance r from the midpoint. We have to determine the field at point P on the axis lying at a distance r from the center. Now we know field due to point charge. Field due to point charge is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square. Magnitude of the field due to single point charge is given by E 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square. Now here two charges are there. First we are writing individually. Suppose field due to negative charge, field due to minus q at the point P denoted by E minus. Then as you know the formula, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 charge q but a minus upon distance of that point from the charge. Then this distance is r. This is a. Then total distance between minus q and p is r plus a. So we can write r plus a whole square. And this field is along the axis but towards negative, so opposite to the dipole moment. So we are writing p cap. P cap is the unit vector along dipole moment, that is field due to minus q. Now field due to plus q, field due to plus q charge. Now charge is q here, distance this much. Then field due to this one is E plus. Then again 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 charge q by distance. This distance r from this r plus a. Then we can write, total distance is r, but we have to subtract this point. So r minus a whole square. Distance from positive charge to p, enter is r, but less by a. So r minus a whole square. It is along p cap. E minus opposite to p vector. E plus along the p vector. So two fields are there, 1 and 2 due to positive and negative. Now we have to find the net field, total field at that point. So we can write E field is equal to E plus E minus. According to principle of superposition. Then see, we can see 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 common. Also q is common to both terms. So q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon r minus a whole square minus 1 upon r plus a whole square p caret. Now simplifying this term, r minus a whole square, r plus a whole square. Then we can write here r square minus a square whole square. Here r plus a square, r plus a whole square. Simplifying, r square plus 2ar plus a square minus r minus a whole square. Again simplifying, we can write answer will be r square a square will cancel. So total is plus 2ar means 4ar. By simplifying we get this 4ar p caret q upon 4 pi epsilon 0. This is the field at point P due to dipole on axis at a distance r. But suppose distance P is very far, means r is greater than a. Then a square can be neglected with compared to r square. If r is greater than a, then r square and a square can be neglected. So final answer in this case equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Here 4ar upon r square means 4 r cube. Sorry, r square r raised to 4. So 4ar upon r raised to 4 means r cube. So along E vector, this is the field for a point which is far away from the dipole. Also you know the dipole moment, then we can represent this field in terms of dipole moment. P equal to q into 2a in magnitude. So here 2a into 2 into q means 2p. 4a means 2 times 2a. 2 times 2a means q into 2a is p upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r cube p cap. That is field for a point on an axis of the dipole. Now see, sometimes charges are very large, means we can consider q tends to infinity and charges are very close to each other, then 2a tends to 0. Then that dipole is known as point dipole. Q tends to infinity, 2a tends to 0. Then that dipole is known as point dipole. And this equation is exactly true for the point dipole. Now we are discussing second case. Field on equatorial plane or equator. As you know, line passing through both the charges known as axis. But bisector line, bisector normal passing through midpoint is known as equator, and we have to find the field in equatorial place. Means suppose at point P lying on equatorial plane as shown in the figure. Here we have to determine the field on equatorial plane as shown in the figure. Two charges plus q minus u separated by 2a, and point lying on equator or equatorial plane P. Then angle between this dipole moment and this P, here opposite to P, is theta. Then we can say what field due to positive charge at point P and field due to negative charge at point P. Individually, as you know, field due to point charge E equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. Here we are taking magnitude of field E plus field at point P due to positive charge. Then as you know, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon R square, distance between them. Then this distance, see, this is the normal in right angle triangle. This is A and this is distance R of that point from midpoint. Then according to Pythagoras, this will be given by root of R square plus A square. This distance is root of R square plus A square. Here E plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon square of the distance, so R square plus A square. Similarly, field due to negative charge E minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon distance will be same as before. So it is R square plus A square. From both the equation, it is clear that both fields at point P due to plus Q and minus Q are equal in magnitude, but direction as shown in the figure. Direction as shown in the figure. Now we have to add them vectorially. Now see, E plus along this direction, E minus along this direction. If we resolve this vector into component, this will be E plus cos theta, this will be E plus cos theta and E plus sin theta. Two components, one along the axis, other normal to the axis for positive charge or field due to positive charge. Similarly, resolving negative field, again we are getting two components. E cos theta and E sin theta. This is clear that both the normal component nullify each other. E minus sin theta, E plus sin theta, normal to the axis, nullify each other, cancels away. So we have to add up only component along the axis. But see, it is opposite to the P vector. P vector is from minus q to plus q, but field is opposite to dipole moment. So total field at that point E equal to, we have to add in two types. So 2E plus cos theta, 2E plus cos theta, both are same but opposite to P vector, so minus P caret. Now putting the value minus 2 E plus means Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R square plus A square to E plus any of the above into cos theta. From figure, cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent means A upon hypotenuse means R square plus A square raised to 1 by 2, and opposite to P caret, so minus P caret. So we can write minus Q into 2A upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R square plus A square raised to 3 by 2 P caret. Q into 2A upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R square plus A square raised to 3 by 2 P caret. Minus means opposite to dipole moment. Again we can discuss, if R is greater than A, point is far away, or we can say R is too much large compared to A, then A square can be neglected. So we can write minus Q into 2A means P upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R cube P caret. P and P caret both have the same direction. Also we can write in this way, minus P vector upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R cube. Now also this is correct for point dipole. So for a single point charge, field proportional to 1 upon R square, while for a dipole it is proportional to 1 upon R cube. From equation it is clear that for a single point charge, field inversely proportional to 1 upon R square, while for the dipole inversely proportional to R cube. So in this way, field on the axis or field on the dipole can be derived.